I'm very excited to talk to you today about an extraordinary opportunity to help create an entirely new commercial sector in video games while simultaneously reshaping how effective education is delivered to students around the world. Rich Learning is a great company with a great team and an extremely compelling vision of the future where neuroeducation meets the arts powered by game technologies. Now, we really want to speak directly to this awesome idea that we have that brings the arts of music and dance to kids everywhere so that they can have interactive education experiences. And we think the best way to do this is to develop a product that takes advantage of games and game mechanics. Now, Rich Learning has assembled a team of advisors like me with extensive backgrounds in education and neuroscience and technology and software development and even gaming. We know what we're talking about. I myself have joined as a strategic advisor this year, and I bring more than 2 decades of experience working on the world's best games and technology platforms. So I'm very excited to be here to tell you about this idea. Now we're going to jump right into it because we want to show you. We want to show the whole world that there is this huge opportunity to reinvent highly effective education for kids worldwide by improving their learning experience and creating a significant commercial business along the way. Our vision accomplishes this by tapping into the next compute platform and by creating interactive game experiences using the building blocks of the metaverse, which many large companies, Fortune 100 companies, have been investing in over the last several years. But first, let me tell you why we think this is such a great idea. Rich Learning has very large aspirations. We think there are huge opportunities in the global ed tech space. There are literally hundreds of millions of kids around the world who would benefit tremendously from us bringing neuroeducation to the market in a way that they're accustomed to receiving interactive entertainment, using devices that they already have and using and presenting those experiences to them in a way that is both fun and engaging. If you make education fun and engaging like a good video game, and you also disconnect the subjects from the traditional and arbitrary grades, then kids will jump at the chance to learn and they will follow their interests along the way. With our game-powered education vision, we think that this market is going to expand at a tremendous pace. A 45% CAGR is what we've seen so far over the last 5 years, and that's also been true for gaming and interactive entertainment. It turns out that when you present high-quality, engaging content to people, they will consume it. And they'll consume it faster than you can create it. As the world sees the next compute platform, which will be far more immersive and likely in the form of glasses, they will also contain metaverse experiences built on those building blocks that I talked about before. We will see significant growth along the hype cycle for that next compute platform. We already seen this before. 15 years ago, when smartphones became the next compute platform back in around 2007, it will be additive. It will not be cannibalistic. In the video games business, before mobile phone gaming became mainstream in around 2009 timeframe, PC and console were the platform that you enjoyed video games. When mobile games finally took off right around 2009, we saw it simply grow the size of the pie. PC gaming and console gaming, they continue to grow at very good rates, and mobile gaming exploded, creating hundreds of millions of new gamers that were never using the previous platforms in the past. And so every time the world comes up with a new innovative piece of hardware or an experience that connects the world using the internet, we see it grow the size of the pie. And that's going to be true for global ed tech. And it will especially be true for gaming and any game-powered interactive entertainment experience like we are proposing. We think that our idea is so good that we'd love to talk to you about it because it's right in the middle of this next compute platform coming into the mainstream, and it's right around the corner. So what is this opportunity? It's interesting because when we think about kids and how they've been learning for the last century, pretty much schools are locked into this formula that barely works, and most of society is content with making incremental improvements with technology, albeit at a pretty slow pace. They're not usually the first to adopt new technology for education. There are also significant geographical differences in how education is provided to kids around the world, where many regions never see any incremental improvements at all, and certainly not expanded access because of technology. There is space for innovation in how the world delivers education, and it starts by rethinking how to incentivize students to want to learn. And we think the secret lies in the tested learning mechanics like song and dance that are interactive and enjoyed by children, and combine it with high quality game design, and all powered by immersive technology like tablets and augmented reality. It starts with a virtual environment designed around compelling IP, stories and characters and missions, and that's all supported by powerful game mechanics that drive students back into the compelling experience because they enjoyed it. They enjoyed the learning and they want more. In the game industry, we call these high quality returns core loops. And the most successful games in the world are designed around core loops that reinforce the fun. To describe this world and how it works, there is literally no better person in the entire world than the creative genius behind the science and the art of this idea. So it is my pleasure to introduce you to Dr. Rich. Please take it away.
Thanks, Arron. If your child or grandchild had a choice between sitting in a classroom to learn English or blasting off to a 3D AR, VR, AI, help me Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope, virtual space station, to jump into a cartoon and sing and dance and play games to learn their English, what do you think they would choose? The City of Six Towers is a learning world game that starts in the Tower of Language, where in 36 stories, 36 cartoons, 36 songs, dances, art projects, and games, they're going to learn the 36 most important hacks to master this crazy, complicated English language. As they approach the hexagon doors of the Tower of Language, they'll be snatched into this skyscraper, where they'll be tutored by an ensemble cast of goofy, sometimes ornery and sinister, virtual alien AI cartoon tutors, like Prince Kaan here. They'll learn the vowels on the first floor, the 15 letters that only make one sound on the second floor. And by week 3, they will be reading and spelling. By week 3, reading and spelling. By week 6, they'll be sounding, pounding, spelling, reading, writing, and yelling their knowledge of the intricacies of the English language with so much fun and zest, they won't even know they're learning on their way to English language mastery. When the brain meets the body, meets the environment, whether in our 2D version that can be accessed via a cell phone, tablet, or home computer, or in our future 3D versions, which will be accessed via the newer, hopefully more lightweight and less clunky headsets, your child's going to learn faster and better. There'll be significantly more attention, retention, confidence, competence, creativity, curiosity, and collaboration. Because if they choose, they can do this in teams with friends from Shanghai to Mumbai to Dubai to Cincinnati and bye-bye American Pie. They'll level up and up and up in the Tower of Language with their friends until they've mastered all 36 lessons. And there in the penthouse, they'll be awarded the title to their own asteroid. Our guests will be guided to learn new songs, dances, and games in the Tower of Math. Master math, and you'll receive the rights to build a home on your asteroid. From there, you'll gain access to the towers of virtue, science, health, and arts, and the greatest tower of all, the Tower of Music, which propels everything here. With mastery of each tower, they'll gain more and more rights to farm their asteroid, mine their asteroid, open galleries and schools, sell their own NFTs, trade their own tokens, trade their own skills, teach something. Little fintech, anybody? And they'll be able to build alliances with other guilds and asteroid colonies, then venture beyond the asteroid belt to new worlds and learning challenges awaiting them beyond the City of Six Towers. It's going to be a blast. But first, we got to blast off from that hidden, forbidden planet of Indigonium and reach the Tower of Language. Arron?
The path to launching this product is going to take a couple of different steps. First, we're going to build a proof of concept, a demonstrator, if you will, that brings these 3 building blocks together and kind of shows you exactly how this will work. From there, we'll go into a funding round by which we raise enough capital to build a single tower. That will include roughly 3 lessons in that language tower. And that's going to lead us to be able to show an entire core loop of the innovative education experience that we can pilot with about 3,000 kids in a couple of different geo regions. We're going to run that program for probably a few months and gain a lot of insight and data and tweak our go-to-market approach for how we develop the rest of the product, including making revisions to the first tower, the language tower. Then we'll go into another fundraising round in order for us to begin scaling that to a point where we think we have an MVP. That MVP is going to be a full tower of all the lessons for teaching the language. And we'll bring the language product to the market. We'll start generating revenue worldwide. And then from there, we'll start to scale based on consumer insights and macro business trends on which towers we build and add to the experience as we continue to grow this ecosystem. So as you can imagine, the first steps to going to market include us building that very first full experience tower and then scaling our business.
I love to play pretend. I can be anybody I wanna be. I love to play pretend. I love to play pretend. I love to play pretend. I can be anybody I wanna be. I love to play pretend. I love to play pretend. Oh yeah. Okay, what do you want to do? Do whatever she does. Okay, now, whatever he wants to do, follow the leader. I love to play pretend. I can be anybody I wanna be. I love to play pretend. I love to play pretend. I love to play pretend. I can be anybody I wanna be. I love to play pretend. I love to play pretend. Oh, I love to play pretend. Oh, I love to play pretend. Oh, I love to play pretend. Yeah. I love to play pretend.
This is the next evolution of education for the world.